Good evening, Greg here, burning both ends, burning mid-evening in my night of work. It's 10:34 p.m. Pacific. It is the 14th of August, 2018. And so today's Tuesday. And Tuesday, every other Tuesday is a special day for me because it's what's called my night of work, which is this is a time when I block off the whole evening, from 5 o'clock till midnight, where I can just go on my own and just do whatever work I need to do for my side hustle. And I find it to be extremely important for my progress, just because, my burn at both ends schedule, I have about an hour or two in the front of the day, an hour or two at the end of the day, depending on when kids get up, when kids go to bed, things like that. But so my night of work is a large block of time that I get to spend just pursuing whatever this side hustle is. And tonight it was, I had a meeting with Libby to kick off our voice project. So we're going to approach this voice project that she has, and I'm helping her with it. I guess I'd say we are doing it, right? Because that's really what she needs is she's the voice expert and I'm the entrepreneur or the aspiring entrepreneur. And so together we make this great team. So I'm super psyched about that. So we had a meeting tonight just to kind of kick things off, to kind of get the initial actions going. Very excited about that. Because I am a big believer, I listen to a lot of Gary Vee about voice, and I'm a big believer that voice is going to be a big thing in the next couple of years, next decade or so. And so this is, so we have an idea that I think is really good, and Libby has done a lot of legwork on the front end to get this idea to where it is right now. And so now we're just, we're just pushing it down the road, and we'll see where it goes. And she's got tremendous contacts that help this out. And I think what I bring to the table is just, it's what I've been saying. It's the organization, the clarity, the sequencing, the action. And so that's exactly what we discussed tonight. Is we talked about what she's been, essentially the body of work that she put in already, and then what the logical next steps are. And so we have some actions, and so we'll meet again in about a month and see where we're at. So I'm excited for it. And then, of course, my main focus is this nonprofit donation widget with Peter. I'm super psyched about it. So I had a call today with Suzanne, who I think is Peter. So Peter's like the CEO, and Suzanne is like the vice president of marketing. I'm not sure what her exact title is, but she's like the key, like the top salesperson. And so she asked, she had a lot of questions because she was curious about me, because they're all based in New York City, and here I'm this person in Albany, California, wanting to help the effort. And so she had a lot of questions for me, and so we're going to develop a process by which I'm able to get into sales. And I'm super excited. We had a training call this morning, me and Peter, and just very excited about this opportunity, and already getting some traction. I already have a friend who his dad has a nonprofit, and so he's going to introduce me to that nonprofit. And this could, be an early win. And one of my theories is that we all want to help nonprofits, and we all know about nonprofits, and we can all do something to for karma's sake, right? And so I think one of my marketing strategies will be leveraging that aspect. So. And I don't think this is gonna be a long post for tonight. So what else is going on here? So I've got my Johnny Cash outfit, so I'm all in black today. Every so often I love this black shirt. I got it from Ross, really cheap. But I got my entirely black outfit on, and so there's this guy at work that calls me Johnny Cash when I wear this. So I think that's where I'm at. And so after the post, I have some more work to do. I got to help one of my men. We're going to have an open house. So my men's team, we're going to have an open house in a few weeks. And so I got to make a flyer for him. And so this is part of my being of service, which I'm really big on. And I have to admit, it is really fulfilling. I truly believe that Simon Sinek has hit it right on the head with his fulfillment comes from service. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Bang that out by midnight. That was my deadline. And so yeah. And then also today for my work, for my not the HBD project, but the two new projects that I'm going to be managing, I reached out for help. So there's this very senior project manager at work, and he actually helped with our proposals a little bit. And so I reached out to him to set up a meeting to kind of get his guidance on, hey, how do I kick this off? How do I, what are the best practices? How do I start in the right direction? Because the way I see it is, we have about 18 months for these projects, but that's not a lot of time. And my opinion is these first 3 months are critical to starting off correctly. And we have some considerable work to do in those 3 months, so I want to get his opinion and his expertise on that. So reaching out for help, which is something I struggle with, and so I did that today, and so hopefully he gets back to me soon and we can meet and he can really kind of give me some tips and tricks on how to begin these projects in a very positive manner. And that's what I got for today. Let's see what else we got going on. I think that's about it. Daughters are doing great, wife's doing great. Just rocking and rolling. It's a great Tuesday. It's just been, it's just been a great day. So I'm going to keep the momentum going through the evening here. Hopefully get to bed by about midnight. Wake up tomorrow, crush it again. I did record the audio of this morning's training, so tomorrow morning I'll listen to that, take my notes. I find it to be very valuable. Like hearing it for the first time, taking my notes, hearing it the second time, secondary, second set of notes, and by then it's like really, as far as the way I learn, and this is like, I think this is one of the critical things for all of us, is to figure out how I learn the best. Like that's my job, is to figure out how I learn the best, and I learned that in college, and that might have been the most valuable thing of college, is for me to figure out how I learn, because high school I really didn't really figure that out there. I played the high school game pretty well, and it was a game. And college was not. College was rough. There's no doubt about that. But anyway, so that process that I just described, so being on the call, recording it, taking notes, hearing it again, taking secondary notes, compiling all that just really locks it in my brain. And then I find another key thing is, out of that, create some kind of work product. And what I mean by that is, like, my notes, the recording of the audio of the training, those are not work products. Yes, someone else can go and listen to them, but it might be a little bit painful. The work product is something that someone else can use that will benefit them as well. So what's the work product? It could be like a flow diagram. It could be an outline. It could be a call script. It could be, just a very condensed set of notes, or like, here, these are the 3 big takeaways from that training. It could be that. Right, something that someone else that wasn't involved can just read and just soak in, and there's value there. So that's what I mean by work product. So I will leave you there. So check out the description. Lots of stuff down there. Subscribe, comment down below. This is my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur. And ask me some questions. Give me some feedback. If I can help, I'd love to help. Please let me know. Let me help. Let me help you on your journey if I can. And I think that's about it for tonight. So you all do great. Get some sleep. Wake up tomorrow, crush it, light it up, inspire folks, do great things, and I will answer you in the morning.